Charlie has magic knives and the boys count down before throwing them at Dee. Enter Frank with cigars and champagne. Barbara has died of a botched neck. Dead as disco. I've mentioned before my love for Ann Archer's Barbara. I recently learned Anne and her husband are Scientologists, along with their firstborn, Tommy Davis. You've probably seen Tommy, a frontline spokesman for Scientologists for the last 20 years. What a cult. Script by Hornsby and McElhenney. The directorial debut of Matt Shackman, who will turn in 43 episodes. Here he makes the most of the largely out-of-the-bar location. Reading of the will by the lawyer. It's Brian Unger's first appearance in a role. He's very earnest in talking about Frank's penis via Barbara's will, and almost immediately draws ire for being confused as a conduit. Frank and Dee are very angry. Dennis thanks him for the house. It's a classic gang versus straight man scene, which Unger totally gets and is incredibly funny. Oh look, blackface. God damn it, Dee. Barbara in her coffin with jewellery leads to a great line though.
That woman is buried down there like Mr. T.
Dennis and his boys and Shay Reynolds. Their friends list is a restraining order, suicide, and arson victim, and 2 with sisters at Mac banged. This leads to Dennis wondering who will tell stories of him and sing his praises. Frank's plan to con Bruce, and let's not talk about the actor, as Seamus flirts with incest. Wardrobe and makeup departments put effort into making us feel more discomfort. And then he spirals into bashing AIDS victims, and as I write this I remember just how much Sonny likes to flirt with red button issues. This is a show's dilemma, its challenge. It's made by the most loving family and media production about the nastiest, vilest scum on earth. What a straddle. Frank wants his clothes burned. The No Friends are making a flyer for guys for their party mansion, which in Mac's first draft sounds gay, and the second draft and the third draft, their specification on guests and their tastes in humour gives me a big grin. The penis flyer, a great sight gag which earns its milking. Charlie brings Ernesto, the crossbow guy, and it turns out they thought it was a dick all along. Another mad wardrobe for Frank. I can't help but see Ben Edlund's a tick. Bruce is onto their scheme and brings along some of the adopted children mentioned in season 2's finale. Mac and Dennis subject some first-year college masons to their jackass antics. There's great pacing in this episode, with scene on top of scene. More great staging with Charlie's bedtime story read passionately by Ernesto. He feels a pain in Dee's diary and suggests Charlie should see her as his soulmate. Dee floats the idea of digging up Barbara, and then an orphan refund. We've seen Mac and Dennis search for their lost youth before, and will again, though this marks a darker turn. Ernesto and Charlie are in tears.
It's all part of the healing process.
Bruce wants to see how far Dee and Seamus will go in a scene of delightful cringe and absurdism ramped up a notch to their marriage. I guess this is still canon? There's a wonderful double laugh when Bruce gloats about their lack of limits, only for Dennis to ask him to make the pronouncement of man and wife again so he can videotape it, and then the prisoners escape. Oh, and Ernesto robbed their house.